what I say my goals are and what I say my priorities are the actions I take throughout the day in alignment with those things, or are they not?
Welcome back to the Holistic Hormones Podcast with me, Dr. Ami Patel, pharmacist and hormone consultant. I've transformed my pain, struggle, and journey with managing my PCOS into my passion to support women to gain freedom from their hormone imbalance symptoms. On this podcast, I share practical tips that have worked for me and my clients, as well as conversations from experts in their field.
This episode is inspired by one of my calls with one of my clients. And it was a little pep talk that I gave her, and I thought it'd be great for me to record it as an episode for you. And honestly, it was also a pep talk to myself because my business mentor gave me a very similar pep talk earlier as well. So basically, this client and I, we've been working together for a couple months and things are going well. But then in the last couple of calls, things had gotten stagnant. Some things would improve with her and her habits, but then some of the other things would drop out. And then she wasn't able to implement other things we talked about, or basically just move forward. And it was kind of like going in a circle. And so then I had to ask her some hard questions because I know she is capable and able to do the things. And I saw from her discussions that maybe she was spending some time doing some other things that could have been used better, that would be more aligned with the things that her and I were working on in terms of improving her PCOS and meeting her goals of losing weight and wanting to conceive. Some of the hard questions that I asked her are questions for you as well to think about. The first question is, what are your priorities right now? What are your short-term goals and your long-term goals? And are your actions matching these goals? And where are you putting your time? Because we all have 24 hours in a day, we choose how we want to spend that time. But asking ourselves, like, what I say my goals are and what I say my priorities are the actions I take throughout the day in alignment with those things, or are they not? It's important to reflect on that because, like, we're in August 2024 right now. Like, just think back, where did the last 7 months go? Are you where you want to be with the goals you set for yourself this year? Are you doing the things that you wanted to be doing by August? And if you're not, then it's important to reflect on those questions. And one, like, even thinking about my own example for this year, like, there's certain things that I'm working on for my own health. And I recently started training for a Spartan DECA fit competition. And that really opened my eyes to just seeing how, like, stagnant I had become in my health and my exercise and nutrition, and how, like, I can actually achieve a little bit more if I just push myself out of my comfort zone, and how, like, stress and sleep can be managed a little bit better from my end, so that I am seeing more of these results that I'm looking for while I'm training and for my health and my PCOS. More importantly, I say that I want to go to sleep at a certain time, but where am I spending my time so that, like, it's stopping me from sleeping by 10 p.m. that I say that I want to go to sleep by? And so really, I had to reflect on that. I had to, like, prioritize. If that is my priority, then, like, what can I do in my day to make sure that I get everything I need to get done for the day, so that I give myself the time to wind down and go to sleep at the time I say I'm going to go to sleep. And it has been working well now for the past few weeks, but before that, it wasn't happening. And so, this was a time for me to reflect on my own habits as well.
Thank you for being a dedicated listener and viewer. I would love your help in having this podcast reach more listeners so more women can become empowered about their hormone health, PCOS, and fertility. One way you can do that is by leaving a review. As a way to say thank you, I'd love to give you a free 45-minute one-to-one consultation. Inside the consultation, we can go over your medication, supplements, address any pressing questions you have, help you break out of your stagnation, or just get back on track. All you have to do is on Spotify, make sure you're following the show, then click the 3 dots on the right side and click rate the show and give it 5 stars. On Apple, make sure you're following, then scroll down to ratings and reviews and click write a review. Then just take a screenshot and email me at hello@dramiPharmacist.com. That's hello at DRAMIPHARMACIST.com. Thank you, and now back to the show.
The other thing I said that I wanted to focus on was growing my social media, growing my outreach, doing more speaking engagements, and just supporting more women with their PCOS and their fertility. But I wasn't giving myself the time and space to do that. I was traveling a lot, and then I was working a lot on other things, but not necessarily focusing on the things that I just said I wanted to do. And so really, that's when my business mentor gave me a pep talk and reality check as well, in terms of like, hey, you say you want to do these things, but your actions aren't aligning. And so this is a moment for you to reflect on your actions and your priorities and your goals. And so with my client, going back to her story, and this is what's unique about how I do my consulting and supporting women, is a mindset aspect that not a lot of other people may cover, but that's something that's included with the way I practice. So with mindset, we focus on different things that can help us with making sure we stay connected to our priorities, short-term and long-term goals. And so a few of those things are things like creating a vision board, connecting with our why regularly, visualizing our future, and then connecting with that so that our actions and habits align and match this. And even before getting to that, is just like figuring out what our priorities are, and then figuring out a way to say no to things so that we do have the time for the new changes we want to implement. It's like basically getting rid of old soil so that we can put new soil and then build that foundation for things to grow and flourish with our health. And then the next level of the mindset that we address are subconscious beliefs. There is a part of us that could be self-sabotaging, and we may not even know it. Our mind, body gets comfortable being this way, even if we may not want to be this way, and we are trying to improve, but to an extent, it likes that comfort. And so addressing any subconscious beliefs that are preventing us from making that progress and breaking that cycle. And so, yeah, that is just a little pep talk, a way for you to reflect on where you are right now and get you back on track. Working on mindset is just one part of my holistic approach of managing your PCOS and optimizing your fertility. And the holistic goes into my method of HEAL, the acronym HEAL. So H stands for holistic, which is mindset, exercise, nutrition, sleep, and stress management. And then the E is empowerment, feeling empowered about those things and your health and your life, and doing it in a way that is aligned with your hormones as well as your culture. I don't believe in eliminating cultural foods just for the sake of prioritizing, for the sake of managing your health, because that is not sustainable. So we do it in a way that's aligned with your hormones as well as your lifestyle. and your culture. And then L stands for liberation, becoming free of unwanted hormone imbalance symptoms and experiencing that liberation that you've been wanting. So that is my HEAL method, and that is the approach I take. So if you are interested in learning more about that, you can set up a free consultation. As you have heard in the ad, you can get a complimentary consultation by leaving a review, or if you want, you can DM me and we can chat from there. My Instagram handle is at holistic.hormones.com, or you can send me an email, which is hello@dramiepharmacist.com. And all the information is in the description. As always, be kind to yourself, be patient, and focus on progress, not perfection.